Hello, everyone. I'm Yasmin from Indiana University, and I'm here to present our paper, It's Easier Than Causing Confrontation, Sanctioning Strategies to Maintain Social Norms and Privacy on Social Media. Smartphones are ubiquitous now. In the United States, while 81% of Americans reported owning smartphones, the share of young adults who own smartphones was more than 92%. Communication and social media apps had a 97% mobile reach among online users. And in Snapchat, users create and share over 210 million snaps every day that include funny situations, selfies, and sexting. However, sharing content has its privacy risks. Anything individuals reveal about themselves or others online can potentially affect the privacy, self-presentation, and reputation of multiple stakeholders, as in these photos. In this work, we built in communication privacy management theory. Once personal information is disclosed to others, the private information is co-owned and co-managed by multiple stakeholders. I mean disclosure, subject, and viewer. Privacy rules and social norms are developed through collaborative negotiations to regulate privacy. When negotiation fails, people apply sanctions to address the breach of privacy and ask the violator to comply with the rule. Therefore, understanding how individuals individually and collaboratively negotiate their privacy and create privacy rules in the era of pervasive digital photography and social media is a key point to understanding their struggles and needs, especially since social networking sites still lack satisfactory tools to support collaboration in such collaborative environments. In this work, we focus on three questions. First, what kinds of behaviors and content sharing do college students identify as inappropriate on social media? Second, how do students sanction each other when someone violates these social norms of appropriateness? And third, how might designs draw from these sanctioning strategies to better support college students' goals? In this work, we interviewed 23 college students at Indiana University. They all were active users of Facebook and Snapchat. Most were using Instagram, and a majority were using Twitter. We asked participants to recall stories where they took different roles in the sanctioning process. Building on categories from prior research on the regulation of online boundaries and privacy management, we classified these strategies into the following categories. 1, on-site and off-site sanctions. 2, individual and collaborative sanctions. Based on our findings, we also contributed the new category of 3, visible and invisible sanctions. These three dimensions represent 1, where the sanction takes place on site where the violation occurred or off-site away from the online space in which the violation occurred. 2, who applies the sanction, a person or a group. And 3, how apparent the sanction is to the violator, visible or invisible. Despite agreeing on implicit social norms, our participants were often reluctant to take an active role in sanctioning violators to enforce norms. As our findings showed, regardless of who was sanctioned, most strategies used by participants to sanction norm violations were either invisible to the violators or visible but without explanation. This suggests that current sanctioning strategies might not be effective for users who wish to be warned about their violations to better understand their audience and how to be considerate to other members in the community. In this paper, we argue for designing sanctioning tools that make community norms more visible and signal norm violations of sharing. Such approaches do not stifle change and also support norm violations that might be seen as necessary by some certain community members. These tools, unlike those that enforce norms or call for conformity, should further alleviate the burden on viewers to confront the violator while saving face and preventing public embarrassment for both the poster and the viewers. Driven from our findings, we identified 4 implications for designs that we believe can help online community members take an active role to signal norms, as well as render these norms more transparent to others. Finally, we would like to thank NSF for their support. We really appreciate it. I'm happy to take any questions. Thank you so much.